Yo, what's good, everybody, and welcome back to another episode SoundOn with your boy Hollywood. Yo, this is a platform, man, for me to have real conversations with real artists doing real things. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel down below. Yo, today's guest goes by the name of James Mills. James is a guitarist. He's a lead vocalist for a local Arizona band that goes by the name of People Who Could Fly. Yo, in today's episode, man, we talked about all the necessary steps that it took for him to put together the band that he has today, everything that he went through musically since the age of 7, man. Yo, latest single out right now. Check it out, Circles.
Till we were upside down. I'll be the bad guy now. No, I ain't too proud. I couldn't be there, even when I tried. You don't believe it. We do this every time. Seasons change and our love went gold. Feel the flame 'cause we
Again, man, I appreciate you coming on. Another episode with SoundOn with Hollywood Hagen. More than welcome to bring on my guest today. Straight from, where you at, Tucson?
I'm actually from Tempe right now. I have the Tucson number because I used to live there, but I moved out here back in 2014.
Oh, hold on. Mic check.
Check.
I think we ran into a quick issue. Hold on.
Testing.
Can't hear you from your end.
Let's see here. Let me
Sound
try
loud.
in. All right, how about now?
Hold on.
Testing.
Oh. Okay. I can hear you on this end. Hold on. Let me try to connect these pods back real quick. Give me 1 second.
All right, for sure.
Okay. Mic check.
Hey.
Oh, there we go. Cool. All right. We're good. Yeah. I just got this new software, so it like bugged out real quick. So, but we're good now, man. Yeah, we could cut all that out, so it's all good. No sweat.
Cool.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I appreciate you coming on, man. I really like what you guys are doing, man. I was, obviously I was listening to a lot of your music, catching up on your story, how you guys all came about. The brothers, Josh and Jacob, aren't here today, but they're here in spirit though, right?
Yeah, Josh's birthday was actually yesterday, so he's probably recuperating from that.
Oh, bro, my birthday was yesterday too. It was a late morning for me, bro.
Oh, that's right, man. Hey, happy belated birthday.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the shout out too. It was funny because I was like, oh man, these dudes have no idea, but it's literally my birthday today too. It's amazing. Like, how does that even work? Like the guys that I got on my next show, I'm sharing a birthday with the drummer, right? He's the drummer.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty unlikely. It's pretty funny though. You guys had the same birthday though.
Hey man, that's just how it works, man. Everything comes back around. It all makes sense at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So okay. So it's a band of 3, right? It's you. So what's your position? You are the lead singer, right?
Yeah, I'm the singer, guitar player.
Okay.
I play some piano on the recordings here and there.
Let's
Then we
go.
also got Josh, the drummer we mentioned earlier. He
Dope.
sings backup vocal. He can play piano, but we haven't had him play in a while because he's busy. Both hands involved in the drum set.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
We have another guy. His name is Leo. He's
Okay.
most recent member. He joined about a year ago.
Dope.
And he is guitar and bass switching
Oh,
off.
dope.
Yeah.
So you guys got a full band, man. What's missing?
We sometimes I bring a 4th guy on for shows if I want to have my hands free, because
Mm-hmm.
I like to move around a lot, and sometimes the guitar kind of keeps you on that microphone. But if I have two hands, I can grab the mic, run around, do a backflip, whatever works.
Hey, let's go. Hey, you got pure athleticism. I want to see that. I want to see that live. Oh man, dope, bro. So I guess we could just kind of start it off, man. Like I like to kind of touch on like, you know, where you're from, maybe talk a little bit about your background, and then we'll just kind of go from there. So where are you from originally?
So I was born and raised in Tucson, you know,
Tucson.
our city to the south here in Arizona.
Mhm.
Went to college there and been playing music in a bunch of ska bands and punk bands and, you know, all the cool alternative music that Tucson
Yeah.
has to offer.
Okay.
Then once I graduated college, I moved up here
Mhm.
and actually wasn't doing music for a little bit. So took
Yeah.
like a 6-month period where I was trying to do the whole corporate route and work in an office and a regular 9 to 5, which I totally hated. So
That's usually the story.
dude, absolutely, man. I could not handle it.
It's like, yo, there's
time.
no way. Clock in, clock out. Not for me.
No, dude.
Well, so what'd you do? Did you work like a sales gig or what?
That's exactly what it was. Yeah, I was working in technology sales, like for computer parts and stuff.
Okay. So what'd you go to school for?
It was actually marketing. So luckily,
Okay.
marketing can play pretty well with being a musician.
Absolutely. So take me back to like to the beginning. Were you always like were you always into music? Were you like musically sound? Did you play instruments growing up? Take me back to like kind of where it all started in that sense.
Yeah, when I was really, really little, like talking like toddler, I used to love the band Green Day, believe it or not. That was my
Yeah,
favorite.
that's what I say. Like Green Day, I get like a little Blink 182 vibes.
Yeah, man. So I was super into Green Day, and I used to like love to sing their songs, even though I didn't play anything yet. So my folks put me into piano lessons, and I was about 7 or something, and I didn't like piano that much. Oddly enough, I didn't like doing lessons, man.
Yeah, bro, that's so crazy that like so I play the piano too. And I played what did I play? I played the piano growing up, I played the drums, and I played, bro, surprisingly, I played the violin and I was good at it. Weirdly.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but what was weird about the piano, bro, is that like I was like naturally good at it to the point where like they would give us those. Did you guys have like the lesson books?
Yeah.
And you have to like go through the lessons and you breeze through the lessons like each semester or whatever, each quarter, right? I would fly through those lessons in like less than a quarter. And I was like, yo, like I think I'm just like naturally good at it, like minus all the because I hated that part too. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when you're just a natural with the piano, like or with with music in general, it's almost like it just comes easy. So it's funny that so you hated the lesson part. So how did you get good on the piano? Minus that was self-taught?
Yeah, pretty much. So it kind of ended up being that way where, the format of lessons just wasn't vibing with me because I wanted to just jam on the piano. I wanted to play what I thought would sound cool. And just like you, I was flying through the lesson books faster as they put me in the older classes. But did that for about a year. Then I actually didn't touch piano again for probably about 10 years after that because I didn't have one.
Yeah, right. I definitely didn't have one either. I would just use the one that was like that they provided us. That's hilarious. So so you played the piano growing up. What other instrument did you play?
I did violin, like I dabbled with orchestra.
Okay. Damn, hey, bro, we might be two of the same, bro.
Man, we can have a classical music jam session.
Man, I am down for. I haven't picked up a violin in years, right? Man, like I wouldn't even. I mean, I know where to start, but it's just like, that's a different beast,
Yeah, I never got past the squeaky sound, on the violin.
Yeah, and then you had to grab. Did you have like the little fouler? Was it like, and you had to run the joint through it to keep it filed up?
Yeah, I think it was resin, right? The
resin. Yeah. I haven't seen one of those in years. That's crazy. That's taking me back. Okay, so you played the violin, you played the piano. Cool. So where did the inspiration start to take place for you in the sense of like, you know, musically, right? So, because you play the instruments, like, and then the singing portion, where did that come from? I guess, like, where did like what were you listening to? You say Green Day and stuff like that. What were you inspired by as a kid to push you for like the vocal piece of like your artistry?
Sure. I've always kind of been just like I like to take leadership in things and be the
Yeah.
front of whatever project I'm involved in. So
Mm.
when me and my friends decided to start a band back in middle school, I had to be the singer. I wasn't even good. I sucked, honestly. When I was not hold pitch at all.
That's
And
hilarious. So you started a band in middle school. So this goes all the way back to middle school.
yeah, man, my first band was we're called Charade.
That's
It's
good.
a 4-piece punk band. And
Okay.
but we kept on doing it. We wanted to be Nirvana. Just really wanted to be like Nirvana, man.
So, hey, so don't tell me you were wearing highlighter and what do you call it? Eyeliner and all that in middle school. I hope you weren't inspired for that.
I think I did guyliner one time, but I don't know how to put it on. One of my
Oh,
friends at the time, she put it on me, and I
that
was trying to
was
vain.
that was really a thing, huh? I know
Yeah,
Green Day and Blink-182 and all those dudes, they were all make-upped out.
yeah, but never continued with the makeup look.
Mhm.
But then I started doing like more ska punk. I don't know if you're familiar with ska at all.
Scott, I've heard of it, but I'm not like familiar with it totally, but I've heard of it. Yeah, definitely. So
Yeah,
so you got
it's like punk
so
with
you
horns.
punk with like the instruments, like horn instruments.
Yeah,
Okay. So this is like okay, so this is a whole growth period for you right now, right? So like you kind of went through phases is what it sounds like, right?
totally.
So middle school, okay, you had the band going, all fun and games, cool, right? So how long did that go?
I'd say the middle school band was probably for what, like 2 years, maybe like 1 year, honestly. It was pretty short because
It was a quick
we weren't
turnaround.
that good. You try to get a bunch of 13-year-olds to be productive, and it doesn't really
Like,
happen.
nah,
Scooping around.
attention span is very low. Um, so okay, so you do the middle school thing. It lasts a year. And you're in Tucson, right? You're still in
Uh,
Tucson at this point.
that's it.
Okay. You're not getting buzz. Like, I mean, the only people that know about you are people at school and like friends and family, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what happened? What's the growth period after that?
So go to high school now. I decided to take the name Evil Fudd, which was like a name we kind of came up with, me and my friend,
Yeah.
the other band, but other band broke up. So I made a new band called Evil Fudd. Still doing like punk. I luckily had access to a lot more talented musicians now that we're in high school. So I got a good
Yep.
drummer. I got a good bass player. We played together for 4 years. Put out a
Dope.
couple albums. That band actually, we opened up for Authority Zero,
Oh, okay. Yep.
the Rialto in Tucson.
Nice.
And I was able to get enough buzz with that band actually with local press out there. So I became good friends with the Arizona Daily Star and Tucson
Mhm.
Week. Usually promote the shows at that time. So we're getting kind of building up some speed with that
Yep.
band.
So at that point, like it was pretty serious. It was getting serious. I mean, you were in a band, you said 4 years, so that's the entire time that you were spent in high school, right?
For sure, man. Yeah.
Right. So, okay. So now you go off to college, you go to U of A, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So you went to U of A, you start your freshman year there. Are you still with that same band?
So as to be expected, the band kind of fizzled out because drummer
Okay.
went to a different college, and we
Yeah.
all had school to worry about. So that's kind of the
Mm-hmm.
start of my solo music portion of my career. Because I
Okay.
couldn't get a band together, could
Mm-hmm.
not get people to commit to having a regular schedule. But I always
Uh-huh.
knew this is what I want to do. Like I want to be a musician,
Absolutely.
which is why I got to be the lead singer.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah,
got better
yeah. No.
after those 4 years. That improved quite a bit.
Okay, I love that, bro. That's dope. I mean, that's just what it is. Like you guys part ways, and I mean, when it comes to a band, it has to be a collective, vibe, right? So, if you guys go separate ways, that gets in the way of that collective vibe. So, totally understandable. Okay, so you go off to U of A, right? You've built these skill sets all the way stemming back to middle school, which is dope. You play multiple instruments. Um, you've obviously been like working on your craft, pushing on your craft, um, executing on your craft. Now, once that separation, once you guys part ways, what do you tell yourself at that point? I mean, are you kind of like, are you at a point of giving up, or are you a point of like seeking out and putting together something else?
Definitely the second one, man. I just needed to
Yeah.
be out there again. I needed to play more
Hmm.
shows. I wanted to get back on stage and making music.
Hmm.
That's where the magic happens. You make a song in
Absolutely.
front of people,
Are
and
you
it's the best.
are you doing all this solo at this point?
Yeah, I started getting really into production at this time, so I
Okay.
had all the studio equipment I was learning how to use, and I was starting to just like write my own songs and
Hmm.
produce the bass, the cues, everything
Yeah.
myself to put it out as like a solo thing.
So that's dope. So I mean, like to get that inspiration to do that, I mean, that stems from something else, right? Um, that's pretty much telling yourself like, yo, like I believe in myself, I believe in what I'm doing. Like, whether it's just me or whether it's a band, I'm gonna make it happen. So like 100% respect you for that. Okay. So no, that's just what it is. Like, and I mean, that goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? Just from the simple fact of like you're touching different, points of your craft, and you kind of understand what's important, what's needed. Super dope, and that's super talented that you uh, push that direction. So as far as production goes, um, let's talk about that a little bit. You know, very interested in knowing. I know you guys do the live streaming right now, right? You guys got
Yeah,
the
man,
social
a lot of
distancing
live
joint
stream.
going.
Yeah,
Okay. And you kind of I saw you like kind of walking through the process using the DAW systems and beat making and stuff like that. Walk me through that process and that self-education time of taking that next step. Like talk a little bit about that and how that's important to where you're at now.
sure. Yeah, so the
Yeah.
whole like production side of things, it kind of started as a necessity because
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot of money, and I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
record my songs. I needed to get them out there, and so I had to do it somehow. And I started off, I just had like a 4 track, like this old cassette deck that you could record 4 instruments on, and that was all I had.
Oh,
So it did not sound good.
okay.
But that's
Okay. No,
somewhere, right?
no. No, yeah, definitely, bro. I mean, this is what I want to hear. I want to hear the process.
Yes. So I did that, and eventually I was able to get enough allowance money saved up. This is we're kind of jumping back to high school, middle school again.
Yeah.
Up enough allowance money to buy like the software and the
Mm-hmm.
hardware mixer that connected to the software.
Yeah.
And I was able to just keep on recording songs because I wanted to make sure I remembered them. So
Yeah.
I'm so firing with my songs, like I need to record it now or I'll forget
Yeah.
it. Even to this
Okay.
day, I use my phone now for quick voice memos, but like the song
Uh-huh.
Adios,
So
and if
so
I
you use your phone again for what?
just to record voice memos, like
Yes. Yes.
be enough.
Yes.
My songs now are written while I'm
Key.
driving.
It's key. That's key, bro. Because bro, ideas come and go, and if you don't jot them down, then they're missed. Period.
Yes,
Like
yes.
I
Many a
love
good
that.
idea has been lost to, oh, I'll remember that later. You know,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and it's
No, we'll
gone.
record that when we get home. Like, no, like voice memos. Take notes. Take notes. Voice memos. Some of the best people that I sit down and talk with, like that's like one of the things that they say, and I'm like, yes, bro. Like that process has to be utilized more often than none. So, okay, so you're doing the voice memos. So first and foremost, so you're doing a whole lot. You're producing, beat making, instruments, singer, and you're writing all your material too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're gonna get back to the previous point, but the songwriting piece is dope. So I want to talk a little bit about that and where did that stem from? Like, I mean, where do you get that creative side from? Are they like, do you talk a lot about like life experiences, um, family experiences? Like, where does that creative side come from? Because I mean, that's definitely a skill set that, you know, is definitely respected.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
that songwriting, when I first started getting into the craft of songwriting, it was very much, I guess, in a way, therapeutic and kind
Mm-hmm.
of, I guess, expressive. Like, I used to write really personal stuff, like about like, you know, girls that I was having issues with, or
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, angst of being
You
a
just
teenager. You know,
pre-adult issues.
right? And I kind of carried that through to probably some of my early college writing too. Like I was making it very personal, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and it evolved over time to be. I kind of developed a different perspective. So I guess we're kind of jumping around with the timeline here, but
No,
um,
it's cool. No, it's all gonna make sense. It's all good.
so the method of songwriting, what I do it for, is certainly adapted. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
realized after a certain point that if you're making songs a little too personal, people don't get it. They can't relate to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of changed my perspective to, rather than write songs about just me and my personal details, I'm like, well, let's boil down whatever I'm feeling right now. Let's
Mm-hmm.
make like what's the real core of that feeling, and
Mm-hmm.
spin it in a way that it's not only about, you know, this thing that happened to me last week, but maybe it's about something that happened to you last week. Maybe something that happened
Mm.
to you a month ago, or you know, you're kind of broadening what it can relate to people, and
Absolutely.
make it about them, not about me.
Dope. I love that. That's dope. So, bro, it's all about relation, connection, like, making it make sense in a grand scheme. So, like, to have that skill set, bro, kudos to you. I love it. Um, okay, so we explained the songwriting, cool. So then we go back. Let's get back to the next point. So we're at the point now where you're solo, right? We're still going down this line of growth. So you're solo at this point. Um, you've gained the skill set of production, songwriting, your vocalist, instruments, like you got all that down, you have all this idea, right? So I'm guessing after this point, after putting yourself out there, as a solo artist and pushing your brand, pushing your product, at this point, is this the point where where the band comes to play? People who could fly?
Almost. There's one little
Almost.
moment in between.
Okay.
So
Let's talk about that moment before. Okay.
yeah. So the last couple years of college, I was like, you know what? I gotta finally put a band together and play it, because I had all these
Mhm.
songs. I had like hundreds of songs. Like, we need to put these out and play them on
Hundreds.
stage. Hundreds, man. Uh,
Hundreds. By yourself?
dude, if I showed you
That's
the list of songs on my computer that I've written, like just the folders,
jeez.
there's probably like, I would say like 7,000, dude. It's insane how many there are.
Seven?
Well,
Wow.
think about it. This is since 2003 I've been writing, so you know, it's something I do weekly at the very least, but you know,
Yeah, no, but
probably a
that
couple
just
of
that that
a day.
just that just shows you're a hard worker, bro, and you're like and you believe in your craft. I mean, that's a lot of content, like period. I don't care if it was since 1990. I mean, still, you know what I mean? It's still like, I love it, bro. Especially being an inspiring artist and like, upcoming artist and, you know, you're really putting on for the city, for the state at this point. Um, and it's amazing. It's an amazing story. So let's keep going. So let's keep talking about that break just before, people who could fly came together.
Yeah, so I put together a band called Retro Future,
Okay.
with a couple guys that I knew, and one of those guys, his name is Leo. He was the
Hmm.
guitar player for Retro Future, and he's currently the guitar player for People Who Could Fly.
Yeah.
I brought him on. He actually
Shout out to
after college,
Leo.
yeah, dude, what's up, Leo? Quarantine.
Hey, quarantine baby. Shout out.
She moved to Vegas after college, so similar story, you know. We all do our own thing after college.
Mm-hmm.
So he was in Vegas for a little bit, and I decided to move to Phoenix, and I had no band anymore. Retro Future broke up in a functional sense.
Just as quick as it started.
Yeah, man. We only played like maybe 10 shows.
So you went through a lot of phases, bro. Of
Yeah.
like band togetherness. Like you've had these ideas, you brought everybody together, and it didn't work out for some reason or another, you know. But everything sounds as if like, you know, it wasn't you guys, you know, departed on like bad terms by any means, but like you definitely been through a lot of experiences and different like collective spaces.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So retro departed. Okay. And then Leo moves to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then I moved to Phoenix. Well, actually, I moved to Gilbert first, which I shout out to Gilbert, but I don't like living there.
Yeah. So I'm actually in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Cool.
Right now. So, and you're in Tucson now.
I'm in Tempe.
Oh, you're in Tempe. So you're not. So Tucson is where you were born and raised, but then you moved to Gilbert.
Yeah.
And now you're in Tempe. So okay. So Gilbert didn't work out.
Yeah, and you know, at this point, I was trying to use that college degree I paid $20,000 for, so I was doing the corporate route. Still, I was itching, man. I had to get on stage again. Just could not keep away from it. So about 6 months into living in Gilbert, I got contacted on Facebook. So someone had found my my solo project, all the music I put out as a soloist, and they're like, "Hey, we're a band. We're called People Who Could Fly. Our manager is Doug Goldstein, and Doug Goldstein is the manager from Guns N' Roses, right?
Whoa.
Lost a singer. I'm like, all right, well, I'm interested.
Okay, that's kind of a big deal.
Right, and at this time, I kind of had a few situations like that happen. Actually, Jimmy Eat World was needing a guitar player at that time too, and so I was kind of simultaneously trying to get my way into that position because I had a contact that was able to hook it up. But obviously, I'm not in Jimmy Eat World now, so we know that one didn't play out. So I show up at this band's audition, and you know, first thing I notice is that these guys are really young. They were so young, dude.
And we're talking Josh and Jacob, right?
Yeah, well, Josh is still in the band. He's the older brother of Jacob, and Jacob just turned 22 this year. So these guys are like 7 years younger than me, probably like 16 at the time that I was auditioning, and I'm 23 at the time.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know, they're really good, man. I remember jamming out with them, and you know, it's good to see guys that vibe well. I was like, you know what, I can take this band and bring it one level higher and bring my spin on things. So I joined the band officially. We ended up playing with Rick Springfield that year, and put out a couple. I think we put out one EP and a couple other songs.
With Rick?
No, just ourselves. Sorry, we played with Rick Springfield, and then we also released an album ourselves. Okay,
yeah. And the first album was what, Pilot?
Yeah, Pilot was the one.
EP. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit more about that. But this whole Rick Springsteen thing is dope. So Josh and Jacob were already connected with him prior?
No, that was actually I put that together. I contacted Rick Springfield's management, and they put us on a show.
Oh, so with this audition, was it multiple bands or was it just you guys?
So we actually didn't even audition for it, honestly. Like, we just sent in our demo, and I'm sure there was hundreds of bands that were playing, but it wasn't like a publicly announced thing.
Okay.
I just kind of a hustler, so I find out if or not.
For sure, you got to reach out, man. You got to push your brand. So this was like a collective. You say a demo. Like, this is a demo of what exactly?
Like we sent him our press kit online. So I sent the email over, and it had our songs on it. It had a video. It had a description of who we are, what we do.
Dope.
And that's kind of what got them to give us a shot.
Okay. So then you sent that over, and then did you guys do a live kind of setup for them?
Not once. We literally, the first time they heard us, live. We were on stage with them.
Whoa. Okay. Hey, y'all hit him with a bang. That's what happened. That's what he said. Hold on. Who are these guys? I love that. So when was this? This was after college.
Yeah, this
We're
was
talking
probably
like,
early 2015 or late 2014. I think it was like 2015. That makes more
and
sense.
you're still with their management team to this day, right?
No, actually, so
Okay, no.
for help,
Before we get into that, let's keep this going in. Yeah, I
yeah,
just wanted to know, but yeah, let's go. So okay, so you guys audition, you guys get the deal. This is how People Who Could Fly came about.
yeah,
This is how you guys, figured it out together, and you guys were pushing with this. So People Who Could Fly, where did that title come from? What is it? Is there a meaning behind it? Um, I mean, it's a unique name. I'm
yeah.
I'm
So
sure
the
it
name,
stems from something.
the name was
Yeah.
actually picked by the guys who invited me to join the band. So it already had a name before I joined. Uh,
Okay.
and the origin of the name, it's from an old African folktale about a witch doctor. And the witch doctor uh,
Oh.
could say a spell and give people wings, and they could fly. And they could fly over
Oh.
them, or they could fly towards things that they desired. They could just gain the ability to fly. And so the
I,
idea was that our music could give people that same type of release or escape or
I
wings.
love hey bro, I feel like I should have known that. I feel like
I
I feel like that story might have ran by me, and I don't know. I feel like that I should definitely know about that story.
yeah, it's a
That's
good one, man.
that's pretty dope. I'm gonna check that out for sure. So, hey, touching on the aspect of touching on people, and giving them wings and being able to fly, right? And that whole idea. I know you guys talk a little bit about for the band, you like having like an online presence for you guys is huge. And being able to touch people all across the world is something that's also important to you guys. So yeah, so let's talk about, obviously the name, and you explain what that means, and the idea behind that. So is that your goal? Is that what you guys want to do? And if so, how are you guys doing that?
Yeah, we definitely try to connect to as many people as we can around the world. We had a viral video that went out, and people from all
Which
over were reaching out to us about just
one
putting
was it?
out music. Did you see the video yet? I don't know if
I've
got
seen a lot of videos, but which one?
it. So there was a video of me. I was at a balloon festival. I was doing a guitar
Yeah.
solo,
Okay,
and this
yeah.
little girl in the front row, she had a balloon, and she let go of it, and it started flying towards me. I'm like, oh man, I could totally catch that, but I'm mid solo. I'm like, you know what? I'm going for it. So I run and I jump catch the balloon like in midair.
Whoa.
I caught it all,
Okay.
give it back to the girl, and
I
dude, she was so
saw
happy.
that.
Was so happy.
So you were mid set and you just jumped out, boom, and grabbed it. That's
Yeah, dude. And
fire.
then I hopped right back into the song. I was like, I can't believe I pulled that off because that was super. Like
It
I
made
had
that
to,
little girl's like day, year, month. So okay, so that's dope, and I love that, man. And at the end of the day, like you can't cap yourself out. You have to like I feel like you have to be a part of something that's gonna like be relatable to everybody, and everybody means everybody throughout the world. So like, I mean, that's super dope, super dope concept on that. So going back to the audition and working with Rick, and tell me about how that process was, and like kind of the growth period of that time.
yeah. So at that time we were kind of doing the boy band approach. We had a lot
Mm,
of young guys in the band, and we're good looking dudes. So we're like, let's kind of own it. So
let's
we all
go.
had these like bright. We had the brightest neon pants I've ever seen, man. I had blue.
Let's
Josh had
go.
pink. Everyone had different colors. And we played the show with Rick Springfield, and Howard Jones was the other person that performed
Yeah.
with the other group. And I remember after the show, like hundreds of people were asking us, "Are you guys from Europe?"
Are you guys Euro or no?
My teenage daughter's gonna love that we met you, the European boy band.
Is that how Neo Electric came about or no?
That was a little later actually. That was probably about a year
2016.
after this.
Okay.
Yeah, we decided just, we have a brand and the people in the band they're upbeat people. I make sure we all kind of, put on a really professional, positive, charismatic and like essence, and that's
Yeah.
important. And we just own it. We're not an angry band, we're not an upset band, we're not a moody band. We're like a happy
Yeah.
band that's gonna make you feel good.
I love that. That's like some chain smoker vibes.
Yeah.
So what's the title of like your genre? You said, is it like indie pop? Is it alternative indie pop? Right?
Both. Indie pop is the new word, I guess, they use for what we were doing before, which used to be called alternative. It's been around for every decade you can think of. It's just always changes sound. But we pop. It's upbeat. It's got a lot of a blend of real instruments with electronic instruments. It's catchy, it's quick. It's all those.
Okay, I love it. Dope. Okay, so you're going through this period of new management, right? And I'm sure you guys are learning a bunch of different things. You guys are probably experiencing a bunch of different things, coming up with new ideas, and so forth. But what happens? I mean, obviously you part ways at this point where you're at now. What was that change, and how did it come about? Really, I guess.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of it's just that the other members were getting older too. So, just like think about back to my other bands when I was in high school. You go to high school.
Yeah.
So at this point we were self-managed, and I was actually just managing the whole band because I have the business degree. Let's use that for something, right?
Okay, so you guys went independent.
Yeah. But then we play a bunch of shows. We do a bunch of cool stuff. And then come 2017 or so, we're jumping ahead a little bit here. We put out a couple albums, and it's all going good. 3 of the members kind of drop out. Well, 2 members drop out because they go to college and want to prioritize other things.
So it was a group of what, 5 or 6?
It was 5 originally.
Okay.
Then we dropped down to 3 overnight.
Overnight.
Yeah.
Damn.
And we decided, like, you know what? Like, we can either try to reform as 5, or we can just power trio it forward, And this was Josh and Jacob. So Jacob was the younger brother of Josh.
Yep.
And so we decided to go on tour. I went on tour with the Epic Proportions tour. So we went through a bunch of colleges, a bunch of high school, military bases. We were out for about 6 weeks, and it was awesome. Blast, just meeting all these new fans, and it really helps put us on a national scale versus just Arizona. Now we're Southwest regional, right?
Yep.
And side note, Jacob, because he was in college at the time, he couldn't go on tour with us, and I needed to find a bass player. And this is important because who do I know that's a good bass player that wants to play music? Leo, who's in Vegas.
Yeah, Leo. Yeah. So why couldn't Jacob go?
He had class, man. He had to do school.
Okay.
We went on tour in about March through May, so that's like finals time and everything.
Yep. But this also was an opportunity, so you had to make a move and you had to think quick.
Exactly.
So Leo's in Vegas. Chilling. So you're like, yo, Leo, so I got this opportunity for us to go on tour, like to push this brand, get it like, touch more people. Are you with it?
And he was like, dude, yeah. He was the first guy I called.
Dude, yeah.
Man, let's go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think he like got someone to like house sit for him and everything, and he was ready to go.
Okay. So the tour is a tour titled the band name, right? People Who Could Fly, right?
It was with a company called Epic Proportions Tour.
Okay. And when was this?
That was in 2017.
2017. So you
Wait, was it
guys,
even 2018? Sorry, I don't know when it was. I know it was one of those two.
it was probably 2018. Let's just
Yeah, I
stick
think
with
it was because 2018 was after it was a 3-piece. So yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Okay. So you guys do this. So you guys get involved with the entertainment group.
Hmm.
They put you on tour. So this is the biggest. This is like you're at the point now, like musically. This is like the point of like the highest point that you've been up to date, right?
Yeah.
Tour wise, like you had a lot of great experiences, a lot of great networks, a lot of great connections, a lot of great experiences, but like this was like the point of like, yo, we gotta go, right? Right. So you do the tour, and so this is all in Arizona, or are you doing it like a national tour?
I went through Arizona,
Tempe, Mesa,
California.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you went outside of the state as well. Okay, I didn't see that part. So okay, so you went to California. Okay,
Then also Nevada.
dope. So pretty much West Coast.
Yeah, pretty much southwest, that region.
Mm-hmm. How long was the tour?
It was long, dude. It was like 6 weeks.
Oh yeah. Did y'all tour bus it? Each state?
Yeah, dude, we had a van and trailer.
Damn.
And that was like you definitely learn a lot. Like I learned so much on that first tour because
Yeah.
you just to expect. We've always tried to put our own together, and I learned a lot actually being on the road and seeing that you have to not only maintain like good stage performance and everything, but good health is important.
Yep.
Dude, the savior for tour for me was V8 and lean cuisine, man. I'm telling you.
Bro, V8 is horrible. Oh my goodness. That's like the only healthy thing that you can get at like the local gas station.
Yeah, dude. Well, think about it, because we don't have a fridge every day. We're staying in
Yeah, so
different Airbnbs. You're driving
Yeah.
for 10 hours,
Yeah.
so nothing was fresh. We had occasionally we'd stop somewhere and have a freezer. So I'd go down to the corner store and buy lean cuisines, which had vegetables. I just needed
Uh-huh.
vegetables, dude. It was so
Yeah.
hard
Hey, bro,
to buy out there.
going on tour and like being on the road, like it's a grind and a half on top of what you're already doing.
Yeah, man.
So, okay, so you learned a lot. Okay, so you learned how to be healthy on the road, as best as you can.
Yeah.
Cool. What else are you learning? How else is this experience like for you?
Well, it felt freaking great to just these kids we were playing with. They thought we were rocks, man. It just felt so cool. Like we got
Yeah.
bombarded by people to sign like their shoes and sign their phones and sign their
That's
foreheads and
dope.
sign their friends.
And
It was
a
cool,
bunch
man.
of other stuff that we're gonna leave out.
Right. And so I just kind of like I just adopted this mentality, like, maybe we actually have what it takes here. Let's really hone in and make this our full-time thing because we've got it. I think we can do what people want to hear. They can relate to this. They like it, and we want to do it. Let's just buckle down, turn on extra engines, and make it happen.
Okay. And this tour that you guys are running, it's just you guys. There's nobody opening up for you, or
We also toured with an acoustic soloist. Gabe Kubanda played with us.
oh, dope. So
Yeah.
did he open up for you guys?
We kind of alternated. We kind of co-headlined. So some days we'll open up for him. Other days he'd open up for us.
Okay.
And we had 6 weeks of shows, so we had plenty of time to
To
mix it up.
to spread the love.
Yeah, man.
Dope. Okay, so you went on a 6-week tour in 2008 with your acoustic guitarist, and then at that point, you guys finish up, right? So obviously you got all these emotions. You're like, yo, like this is it. Like we're gonna push this, right? 2018. So so you guys get back and I'm sure everybody's on the same page, right? Then what's next after that?
So there we had to kind of figure out. We had to put some new music out, right? So we have an album we put together and a single. Tell Me is a single, and then Nightfire is the album.
Nightfire.
Let's get those out there. We gotta provide some more music for these people we met. We met thousands of tour. We gotta give them something to put. And you know, we realized we gotta start making some money, right? We gotta put this band and start making some money so we can afford to do more tours and put more music out.
Absolutely.
So we built up a huge library of covers. We started playing, like, you know, a lot of private events and bars and all kinds of cool stuff.
Okay.
Which also expanded our reach too. So now we're not only playing our originals anymore, we're mixing in and playing in front of a bar of like 200 people. And oh yeah, by the way, here's a cover, and then here's a song we wrote. Check it out online.
Dope.
Like, it's rocketing now, dude. We've got so many more people checking this out. And it was a lot more work, though. We were playing a lot more shows.
Yeah.
And that's about the time that Jacob parted ways with us because he didn't have time anymore. He graduated college.
Okay.
And he decided to use his degree as a sustainability specialist, whatever that entails. All kinds of saving the planet.
Sustainability. We all need it. Go green. Okay, so at this point, it's you, Josh, and Leo.
It's just me and Josh at this time because Leo is still in Vegas. He just came for the tour, but he moved back.
Then he went back.
Yeah.
Okay, so he goes back. So now it's just you and Josh.
Right.
This is right after the tour?
About a year later, yeah, like 2019, or 2019.
So just last year.
Yeah. Or you know what? Sorry, it might even be late 2018. I know it was somewhere after.
Okay. Late 2018, beginning 2020, early 2019. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, it's just you two. Okay. So what's going on at this point? Like what's the next move between you two? Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, what's next?
So we're like, all right, we did not come this far to stop, so we're gonna keep on going.
Yeah.
We called up Leo. Leo, we have a full-time spot open. If you want it, I'll offer it to you. I know you're in Vegas, of course, so it'd be hard. But if you want it, you get the first pick because you played on the tour. Yeah. Leo's like, I'm moving to Phoenix.
Let's go. No more sustainability. I'm out of here.
Yeah. Well, Leo was out in Vegas. He was teaching guitar lessons, but he moved out here because he wanted to play. And so we got him up to speed. Spent a couple months just honing in and tightening everything up. Yeah. And since then, dude, like, we've made it our full-time gig. Like, we don't do anything else. We just play music. We gig. We tour. We have a blast. Okay. So now it's you, Leo, and Josh, right? And it was all 2019. That was it was you guys. You guys were people who could fly. Okay. Yep. So in 2019, so like you guys did the tour. Nothing. You guys haven't did any other tours outside of that, right? We went on 2 more tours with that same company, Epic Proportions Tour. Okay. Same type of vibe, or was it just kind of shorter period of time? One was a month long, and one was about 2 weeks long. Okay. And then did you guys perform at the Pot of Gold too, right? We did. Yeah, that was Was that 2019? That was 2018, I think. Okay. Yeah, I kind of forgot to mention that, but yeah, we played with some of our favorite artists at that show. It was really cool. Yeah. Pot of Gold is a good look. Okay, so okay, bro. So thank you for taking me through that journey. Sure. Of growth like that. That's so important to me because a lot of that like goes unseen, right? You see changes and you see, new group members or new band members or, a new producer or a new songwriter. And like, personally, I'm just like, what happened or what was the process? Like, there's always something to it. So that's always cool to express that piece. Cause I feel like that's super important because you go through those experiences, the trial and errors, and everything that comes with it is super, super important to where you're at now. Right. So now we're talking about now, right? So it's you, Josh, and Leo. So right now it's quarantine time, right? So like
So things obviously slowed down, and you guys are obviously, still trying to be creatives, right? And you're still trying to like push the brand and touch on those individuals and touch on those people that you spoke about in the idea of the name, right? So
Totally.
now, so now you guys are doing what is it? Quarantine live stream?
Yeah, I call it quarantainment. Like
Quarantainment,
entertainment.
yeah.
Quarantainment.
Yeah, that's fire. I'm taking that. No, I'm joking. So quarantine, but you guys were doing live streaming before this, right?
Hmm.
Now tell me about like how that all come about and like what was the purpose and the idea of doing that. I think it's super cool. It's another way of engagement, right? Talk to me about that, how that came about and where it's at now.
Yeah, I play a lot of acoustic shows too. So I used to just like pop up my phone and just live stream it just for the heck of it. And
Yeah.
we kind of built a pretty good following of people that watch us on Instagram and Facebook from that.
Yeah.
But with this being like such a time where everyone's bored at home, I was like,
Yeah.
dude, it's our job, it's our duty to entertain them, right? So
Absolutely.
for the first week, about a week and a half, every day I would write a song on our live stream. And that was pretty cool. I
Yeah.
think we reached about 3,000 people that week. I don't remember how many it was, but it's something around that.
Yeah.
Um, and it was super cool, but I was like, dude, I need more time to finish up these songs. I haven't done it since then, but on Friday nights now I'm doing like just a little live acoustic gig just for fun. Just to give people
Okay.
something to hang out and vibe to while they're pretending they were out and about with their friends.
I love it. Super dope, man. Hey,
Sorry, real
real
quick, my phone's at like 2% right now. I don't have a lot more time left, unfortunately.
okay, yeah, no, we'll wrap it up then, man. I was gonna get into a quick segment with you on naming the post or explaining the post on IG, but we'll skip by that. We'll get up again, bro. We'll get up again. I appreciate your time. I guess we could just get straight to it. Where can the people find you, bro? What I mean, you guys, you're on Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, Apple Music, right? Where can the people find you?
We're everywhere. Uh, my favorite is Instagram and Spotify. That's just People Who Could Fly. We just put out
Okay.
a new music video, which is the Post Malone video. I think you were about to
Let's
mention.
go. Yeah, I definitely was gonna mention that solo, or that wasn't a solo, but it was a cover. Yep.
Yeah, we did the cover. We all filmed our parts separately, then I put it together, and
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of fun to do it that way.
It's
That's
fire.
Thank you very much, man.
Yeah.
That's on YouTube. It's also going to be on Spotify in a couple days here, so make sure you check us out and you can listen to it.
And then new single Set Me Free.
Yeah, we put that out
Yep.
last year. That
Mm,
one's been well received in the Spotify playlist world.
absolutely. I love it, man. Hey, bro, I appreciate you coming on, man. It was another episode of Sound On with Hollywood Hagan. I had my guy here today, James Mills. I would say founder and not founder, but he put together and he's been pushing his brand, his band. He's been staying true. People Who Could Fly. I love what you're doing, man. I'm definitely gonna follow up with whatever you're doing. Keep me in tune. I can't wait to sit down with you guys in person. After all this settles through, right?
Yeah,
And we'll have everybody on next time for sure.
yeah.
Absolutely, man. Is there anything you want to? Is there anything that I missed? Anything you want to mention?
No, this is great, man. I wish my phone
Yeah,
had more battery so we can keep going, but I have to go
nah,
charge this
it's
thing.
all. Hey, it's technology, man. There's only so much you could do, bro. I appreciate it. We got through it. I appreciate the stories. I appreciate, explaining your growth process and everything else, man. I can't wait till we get up again. Uh, make sure you tell Leo and Josh, I said, what's up? I wish
Yeah,
they
dude,
were
for sure.
here. For sure, bro. Again, man, thank you so much, bro.
Thanks. Thank you.
Hey, you too, bro. Hey, stay safe. Stay safe out there. Hey, charge your phone.
When the lights go
Yes, sir. Y'all already know the vibes. If you made it this far, man, I appreciate you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. Yo, that was James Mills, everybody. People Who Could Fly. Link in the description down below to keep up available on all streaming platforms, man. That was another episode, SoundOn with your boy, Hollywood. Yo, more episodes to come. Stay tuned. And we out.
Till we were upside down. I'll be the bad guy now, but no, I ain't too proud. I couldn't be there, even when I tried. You don't believe it. We do this every time.